Hey, what's up? This is a video, really quick video talking about aliens amongst us. Are there aliens amongst us that look just like us, I don't know. I would say yes. I would say yes. I've heard there's, people on Coast to Coast and stuff saying that they've met aliens. There's Billy Mayer says he's met aliens. Even though, I guess Billy Mayer, I don't know, he could be a fraud because the lady, Simjense was her name. The photo he took of her in the spaceship, they actually found that photo of an Italian like game show. That same girl, like he cut it out of the page, and like they have the photos side by side, and it's the same girl. But anyways, maybe one of these people aren't lying. I've had two people tell me that they're aliens. One of them was a crazy Australian homeless guy. Don't believe him. Another lady, like a friend of my mom, said she was an Orion. And then when I was growing up, I heard there was like a friend of my parents who was like from like a planet, a moon of Jupiter, something like that. But if anybody tells me that, I'm gonna be like, oh really? I think you believe, yeah, act like you believe me. Ask them all kinds of questions, and maybe they'll, maybe if they don't have to go all of a sudden, they'll tell you some cool stuff. But it makes sense that they would be here if they look like us, hanging around, walking around. It makes sense. I mean, I know it sounds crazy to the normal person, but it makes sense that if they look like you, then they would be here. If it can happen, then it will happen. If it's a cool thing to do, then it will happen. We travel around to third world countries. Why wouldn't an alien travel around to this Earth? You know what I mean? But also there's another facet, and that's genetically created aliens in underground bases like Area 51 or the one in Australia, whatever it's called, White Pines or whatever. Well, that I believe that too because aliens. We do have captured alien bodies from Roswell, and I think from a couple of other crashes. And Dan Burish said he actually made friends with them. One of them called Kylale, who was a gray, who he helped him escape through a wormhole portal that was inside Area 51 back to his planet. But some of these guys have died. These aliens have died, and they have them. And aliens are like us. They have DNA, and we know how to clone. We cloned Dolly. We've cloned. I think they cloned a cow, and if we know how to clone, it's illegal and everything because of the who I guess the fundamentalist Christians or whatever to clone. But if you know how to do it, you know that it's happening. Don't be naive. It's happening somewhere. There's lots of rich people out there who are like, ooh, let's get ahead on the other guys. Let's get this technology going because one of these days it's going to be legal. Let's get ahead of the other guys and do it. Come on. So they're cloning people. I know there's cloned humans out there somewhere. And you know that there's cloned aliens too. They're trying to figure out what makes these aliens tick. What makes these aliens biologically different from us? What makes them psychic? Are they more intelligent? Let's clone one. So I'm sure that they got a couple of cloned aliens underground, living in the compound, who have alien bodies, but they're Earthlings. They're humans. It's kind of like, like me. My ancestors. I'm not American. My ancestors come from Europe. I'm a European, but I'm American. Kind of like that. They're Earthlings, but they're in alien bodies. They're in gray bodies. So so maybe when these people, the government, lots of people have stories of like aliens doing some pretty bad things to them, probing them or like abducting them or like Men in Black looking like aliens or whatever. Or maybe that it is definitely makes sense to think that they're humans. They're not aliens from another planet or another dimension or another parallel universe or anything like that. But they are actually they're working for the government. They're human beings, or they're working for the government. They're American citizens. They were born in America, born on Earth or whatever, but they've got alien bodies. you know. So if you think aliens are bad, then think twice. Maybe they're not even aliens; they're just people in alien bodies. Which definitely goes to make you think about all this other stuff, like like advancement of the soul. Like aliens who come down here, I'm sure their souls are more advanced than ours because they're living in a more advanced society. But how about the alien living in the alien body who is cloned and grew up on the Earth? I wouldn't say he's more advanced soul. That's just the soul that's decided to have a really trippy experience. You know, like I'm sure some people reincarnate as animals even though humans generally are more advanced souls than animal souls. There are people who reincarnate as animals for like a lifetime just because they forgot what it was like. They hadn't been an animal for a long time. They wanted to do a quick sojourn in an animal body. You know, people go and live in third world countries just to see what it's like, even though it's not as pleasant as living in a good country. Kind of like that. So there's just an infinite number of ways to experience the universe, and yeah, people in alien bodies cloned here. That's a pretty trippy experience. Way to. So, anyways, that's just what I think. I know it sounds totally crazy to like people who are closed-minded, but if you actually have the argument in the debate, um, you have to admit that if 1 plus 1 equals 2, and then 2 plus 2 equals 4, you gotta multiply it all the way up to these big high numbers that will spin your mind if you're only used to the arithmetic that gets you from 1 to 10. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. The world is a very interesting place. So keep your eye out for those aliens. I'm gonna pray to the aliens to come and abduct me and to jump in front of me and like show me all sorts of crazy shit. Maybe meet me. If you ever meet someone who says they're an alien, look into their eyes, because I hear that they have like little specks of like sparkles in their eyes, and their teeth are going to be in perfect condition too. Obviously, right? Because they have high technology, they get good dentistry and stuff. You know, I'm sure their skin is going to be nice and smooth. So keep your eye out for them. Keep your eye out for the aliens. Okay.